You are creating content every single day, posting across 5 platforms, and still nobody knows who you are. Meanwhile, someone else posts once per week and has built massive authority in half the time. The difference is not talent or luck, it's a strategy, and today I am showing you exactly how it works. Intro, welcome back to KB Bluetree, where we help working professionals build sustainable online businesses through smart content systems. Over the past 7 years, I've helped hundreds of creators go from content chaos to strategic authority building. Today, I am breaking down the hub and spoke model, a content strategy that lets you create once and distribute everywhere while actually building real authority. You will learn why your current content approach is keeping you invisible, how to structure your content ecosystem for maximum impact, and the exact system to implement this week. Plus, I will share how Savannah went from posting daily with 0 traction to becoming the go-to expert in her niche with just 4 pieces of content per month. This is not about working harder, it's about working smarter with a proven framework. Problem. Here is what most content creators do wrong. You wake up, check what is trending, create something for Instagram, then realize you need to post on LinkedIn too, so you create something different. Then you remember your email list exists, so you write a newsletter. By the end of the week, you have created 15 pieces of content across 5 platforms, and you are exhausted. But here is the real problem. None of it connects. Your Instagram audience has no idea you have a YouTube channel. Your LinkedIn followers do not know you send a weekly newsletter. You are building 5 separate audiences instead of one cohesive community. And because nothing connects, nothing compounds. Every piece of content you create starts from 0. No momentum, no authority building, just random posts disappearing into the void. Then there is the quality issue. When you are creating that much content, you cannot go deep on anything. Everything is surface level because you do not have time for research, for nuance, for the kind of depth that actually positions you as an authority. You see other creators in your space getting opportunities, partnerships, and media mentions. Meanwhile, you are posting more than they are, but staying invisible. The algorithm is not the problem. Your strategy is, or more accurately, your lack of strategy. Root cause. So why does this happen to smart, talented creators? The answer comes down to a fundamental misunderstanding of how digital authority actually gets built. Most people think authority comes from volume. Post more, show up more, be everywhere, and eventually people will notice you. But that is not how it works. Authority comes from depth, consistency, and strategic distribution. It's not random acts of content. Here's what actually happens when you create content without a system. You are operating in what I call scatter mode. Every piece of content is an island, unconnected to anything else you have created. Your audience on one platform never discovers your work on another platform. You are essentially starting over with every single post. Compare that to creators who use a hub and spoke model. You create one substantial piece of content, their hub, and distribute strategic pieces of that content across multiple platforms, their spokes. Every spoke drives people back to the hub. Every platform reinforces the others. Authority compounds because everything connects. Think about the creators you follow and respect. They are not posting random thoughts 47 times per day. They have flagship content, a podcast, a newsletter, a YouTube channel, and everything else supports that flagship. The Instagram posts reference the podcast. The LinkedIn articles pull from the newsletter. YouTube videos expand on written content. It is all connected. That is not accidental. That is strategic architecture. Here is the deeper truth. Platforms reward depth and engagement, not just frequency. One piece of content that gets 500 meaningful interactions beats 10 pieces that get 20 likes each. The hub and spoke model lets you create fewer pieces of content, but with exponentially more impact. You are not chasing algorithms. You are building an ecosystem. Transition. So here is what actually works. You need to structure your content like a wheel with one powerful hub and multiple spokes that extend your reach. Let me show you exactly how to build this system. Solutions Framework. The hub and spoke model has 3 core components. First, your hub content. This is your flagship, long-form, high-value content that lives in one primary place. For most people, this is either a weekly podcast, a YouTube video, a long-form blog post, or a detailed newsletter. This is where you go deep, where you establish expertise, where you create something substantial enough that people reference it and come back to it. Your hub content should take 60 to 70% of your total content creation time. Not because it is inefficient, but because it is your foundation. Second, your spoke content. These are shorter, platform-specific pieces derived directly from your hub. A single hub piece can create 10 to 15 spokes. Pull quotes become Instagram posts. Key insights become LinkedIn articles. Interesting segments become TikTok videos. Every spoke serves two purposes: provides value on its own, and it drives people back to the hub for the full experience. Third, your content ecosystem connections. This is the glue that makes everything work. Every spoke links back to the hub. Every platform mentions your other platforms. Your Instagram bio points to your newsletter. Your podcast outro mentions your YouTube. Your LinkedIn profile highlights your flagship content. You are not just creating content. You are building a connected system where every piece reinforces the others. Solutions tactics. Now let me give you the exact steps to implement this. Start by choosing your hub. Pick one platform where you will create substantial, long-form content weekly. Consider where your ideal audience already spends time, what format plays to your strengths, and what you can sustain long-term. If you love talking, choose podcasting or YouTube. If you love writing, choose long-form blog posts or newsletters. Once you choose, commit. Your hub is non-negotiable. Everything else is flexible, but your hub content happens every single week. Next, create your hub content calendar. Plan for hub pieces per month, one per week. Each piece should be substantial enough to extract multiple insights from. Aim for 1,500 to 2,000 words, if written, 20 to 30 minutes, if audio or video. Go deep on one topic rather than surface level on 5 topics. Now, build your spoke distribution system. After you create each hub piece, immediately break it into spokes. Pull 3 to 5 key quotes or insights that stand alone. Turn each into a social media post for Instagram, LinkedIn, and Twitter. Extract 1 or 2 segments that work as short-form video for TikTok or Reels. Identify the main lesson and turn it into an email to your list. Create a simple graphic with the core framework. Here is the key. Every spoke must link back to the hub. Your Instagram post ends with a call to action to read the full article. Your TikTok video says where to find the complete breakdown. Your email tells people to listen to the full episode. You are creating a content funnel, not isolated posts. Set up a simple production workflow. I recommend creating your hub content on Monday, extracting spokes on Tuesday, scheduling distribution Wednesday through Friday. Batch your work so you are not constantly context switching. Use tools like Descript for repurposing video and audio, Canva for quick graphics, and a scheduling tool like Buffer or Later for distribution. The goal is to make spoke creation as frictionless as possible. Finally, track what matters. Do not just count likes and follows. Track how many people move from spokes to hub, how many Instagram followers become newsletter subscribers, how many LinkedIn connections watch your YouTube videos. The cross-platform movement is what builds authority. When someone follows you on 3 platforms and consumes your hub content regularly, they become true fans. Success story. Let me tell you about Savannah. 2 years ago, Savannah was a career coach creating content daily across Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, and Facebook. She was posting 20 times per week, spending 25 hours on content creation, and had grown her total following to about 3,000 people across all platforms. But she was getting 0 clients from her content. 0 speaking opportunities, 0 authority. She was exhausted and ready to quit. Then she discovered the hub and spoke model through KB Bluetree. She made one major shift. She stopped posting daily and started creating one substantial YouTube video every week as her hub. Each video was 15 to 20 minutes, going deep on one career strategy topic. Then she pulled 5 key moments from each video and turned them into Instagram Reels and LinkedIn posts. She extracted the main framework and sent it to her email list. Every single spoke directed people back to the full YouTube video. Within 3 months, everything changed. Her YouTube channel grew to 5,000 subscribers. Her email list tripled because people watching YouTube wanted more. Her LinkedIn engagement exploded because she was sharing actual insights instead of random thoughts. Companies started reaching out for speaking opportunities because they could see her expertise on full display in her videos. 6 months in, Savannah was working 10 hours per week on content. Instead of 25, had 15,000 followers across platforms. Most importantly, was booking 3 to 5 clients per month directly from her content. Her income doubled, while her content workload got cut in half. The difference was not the quality of her insights. She always had great advice. The difference was the strategy. She stopped scattering and started building a connected ecosystem. Recap. Let me quickly recap what we covered today. The hub and spoke model is a content strategy where you create one substantial piece of flagship content each week, then distribute strategic pieces of it across multiple platforms. Your hub is your authority builder. Your spokes extend your reach and drive people back to the hub. Everything connects, compounds, and builds real digital authority instead of just noise. Choose one platform for your hub, commit to weekly creation, and systematically break each piece into 10 to 15 spokes that link back. Call to action. So here's what I want you to do right now. Decide what your hub content will be. Podcast, YouTube, blog, or newsletter. Pick one and commit. Then create your first hub piece this week. Do not overthink it. Just go deep on one topic you know well. If you found this valuable, make sure to like this video and subscribe to KB Bluetree for more insightful content on building digital authority strategically. Drop a comment and tell me what platform you are choosing as your content hub. Remember, you do not need to be everywhere. You need to be strategic. You do not need to post every day. You need to create with intention. The creators winning right now are not the ones doing the most. They are the ones doing it strategically. You've got the knowledge. Now you've got the model. Go build your content ecosystem and watch your authority compound. I will see you in the next video.